Listo Evaristo está feliz. Quiere ver a sus animales favoritos. En el zoológico, Listo Evaristo ve una jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo y una cola larga. Además, ve a una cebra. A Listo Evaristo le gustan mucho los monos. Los monos se suben a las ramas de los árboles. Los monos son muy chistosos. El zoológico es muy divertido. Divertido. Now go to page 9. We are going to do comprehension questions. Contesta estas preguntas. Contesta. Very good. Contesta estas preguntas. Número 1. ¿Qué sorpresa tiene la mamá de Listo Evaristo? ¿Qué sorpresa? Look at the upside down question mark and the right side up question mark to close the question. That's the way we write questions in Spanish. ¿Qué sorpresa tiene la mamá de Listo Evaristo? A. Repiten. A. Van a ir al cine. B. Van a ir al zoológico. C. Van a ir a una fiesta. D. Van a ir a casa de un amigo. ¿Cuál es la respuesta? What is the answer? ¿Cuál es la respuesta? Look in the back of the book and you'll see the answer keys. The answer keys are in the back here, Mother. Respuestas. And it goes page by page. Respuestas. It begins on page 28 and it takes you to the end of the book. The answers are there. So number 1, comprehension question. We read the paragraph twice. Leímos 2 veces el párrafo. Y luego, ahora contestamos estas preguntas. B. La respuesta es B. Van a ir, let's go, van a ir al zoológico. Número 2. Repiten, ¿cuáles son algunos de los animales que Listo Evaristo ve? A. Un león y una jirafa. B. Un perro y un gato. C. Un mono y un perro. D. Un ratón y un león. Y la respuesta es A. Un león y una jirafa. Número 3. ¿Qué animales le gustan mucho a Listo Evaristo? A. Las jirafas. B. Los leones. C. Los gatos. D. Los monos. Piensa mucho en qué está pidiendo. Número 3, otra vez. ¿Qué animales D. Los monos. Los monos. Número 4. Repiten. ¿Por qué le gustan los monos? ¿Por qué le gustan los monos? A. Son aburridos. That means boring. B. Son divertidos. That means amusing. C. Son chistosos. They're very funny. D. Son feroces. Ferocious. ¿Cuál es la respuesta? Y la respuesta es son chistosos. Ya, muy bien, muy bien. Número 5. ¿Qué otros animales puedes ver en el zoológico? Now is the time for you to go in the back, page 28. Look for the answer. The answers are all there. Page 9 has the question number 5. Número 5, página 9. Go to page 9 and look for the answer on 5. Page 9 is where the question is. In the back, page 9 is where the answer is, and it is, now they're telling you what the answer is. What other animals do you find at the zoo? So you want to go to page 9. The numbers, it's a smaller version, but it's right here it's on page 29. The answer, there's no English. There's no English, mother. This lesson is grade 1. You're looking for the English? No, there's Spanish conversation. So we have to stop thinking about English and immerse ourselves in Spanish. I know you think in English, but you won't find any translation in this grade 1 book. Grade 1, the little kids are about 6 years old, and they're totally immersed in Spanish. This is a book series that we're using. I have grade 1 through grade 6 in my bag. This is grade 1, and I gave you the answer. So what other animals? ¿Qué otros animales? Look at the question on page 9. ¿Qué otros animales puedes ver en el zoológico? What other animals do we want to see at the zoo? La respuesta es, the answer is, it's too little? You need your glasses or microscope? If you have a large microscope for the very fine letters. Yeah, you can say los monos. Los monos is the answer for that one. Look on page Los monos, because the book is entirely in Spanish, mother. Page 29 has the answer to the question. You could look at 28. It might be there too. 28 has the answer, sorry, at the bottom. ¿Qué otros animales pueden ver en el zoológico? And you see los animales, las respuestas, pueden verlos. Aquí están elefantes, ¿ve? Aves, tigres, venados, serpientes. Serpientes, estos, I don't like snakes. That's serpents. Then you have, in the first part, you see the examples of other animals that you'll see at the zoo. That's the question. They're asking you, ¿qué otros animales pueden ver en el zoológico? So, la respuesta, pueden ver ejemplos de elefantes, aves, tigres, y venados. So you will see all those animals at the zoo. Now let's go back to page 10 we're now going to do the crossword puzzle. The answers are there. Crossword puzzle, page 10. Now remember, when you're in Spanish, this is a grade 1 book. So the little ones, this is classwork. This is not an adult book, but because we're beginning Spanish, we are looking at level 1. And it's good to know the different levels. So let's look at page 10. Now the answers are in the back. These answers are on page number 29 in the back. Ready? Crucigrama. That's the word for crossword. Crucigrama del día en el zoológico. Lee las claves y usa estas palabras de la lectura para completar el crucigrama. Palabras de la lectura. Cola, chistoso, cuello, feliz, jirafa, león, monos, sorpresa, zoológico, horizontal. 2. El mono es un animal muy. Now look at the box that goes across. Horizontal is across, down is vertical. Look at number 2, across. So las claves are the clues. Chistoso. Chistoso, yes. Number 2, chistoso. All right? Now remember, the answers are in the back. Number 1, vertical. NL, espacio. Repeating with me. NL, espacio. That's a blank space. Hay muchos animales. Y la respuesta es 1, vertical. 1 down. Zoológico. Yeah, there's the, you write it for homework. You are going to have to do some homework. That means you take out your book. You can take it apart and put it back together. The numbers are on the page and we're double-sided. So when you are doing it at home, you want to look at the answer key, level 1. Remember, this is book 1, and you shouldn't be surprised. Look at number 3. Repeating after me. Mi perro mueve la cola cuando está espacio. That means a blank space. Cuando está, my dog moves its tail when it is, yeah, happy, pero ¿qué es la palabra en español? Feliz. There we go, feliz. And the answer again is in the back. Sandra, are you there? Good. Mother? No. Jael, could you come help Mother with the answers? Because you do know how to read. And Mother is having a hard time looking at the answers. I just want you to give me the answer to the crossword puzzle. Now, when you come up here, you will be reading page number 8 in a minute. Number 2. This is 2 down. Dos vertical. Let's go. Dos vertical. Mi gato tiene un collar. Un collar. Not a collar. Collar. The double L gives you a white sound. Un collar. And el. Where does the cat wears a collar? Where on the cat does it wear a collar? En el espacio. And no, what is espacio means in el. Espacio means blank space. So, ¿cuál es la palabra que pertenece la respuesta número 2? Cuello. Cuello. Let's say it. Cuello. Cuello. The double L gives you the Y sound. Cuello. And you write C-U-E-E-Y-E-O. That's how we put 2 down dos vertical. Número 4. El león tiene una espacio larga. ¿Qué tiene el león? I'm on page 10. Number 4. Horizontal. El león tiene una, and now space, espacio, larga. So what does the lion have that's really long? Una cola. Cola. No, look at 4 across. You'll see the answer again on 29. Número 6, down. Número 6, across. Número 6, horizontal. Ready? Los, espacio, juegan como niños. Los, blank space, espacio, juegan como niños. So, what's the answer? Monos. 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 Now look at 5 down. El espacio es el rey de la selva. Who is the king of the jungle? El rey de la selva. Número 5, vertical. Sandri, la respuesta, por favor. Número 5, vertical. ¿Y cuál es la respuesta? Número 5, el espacio es el rey de la selva. ¿Y cuál es la palabra que tenemos que poner en este espacio? What is the word that we must put in that space? Look on page 29. Sandri, you will see the answer. And it's león. Yes, león. León. Do you see the answer on page 29? You'll see the crucigrama and you'll see the answers written in. Are you there? All right, now we're going to go back up. Sandra, let's see if you're paying attention. Número 8. La, espacio, es más alta que otros animales. La, ¿y qué palabra? Which animal is taller than other animals? Which animal? Jirafa. Jirafa. Yes, and that's the answer, number 8. Do you see the answer, Sandri? Now, look at number 7. It's our last clue. Último clave. The last clue. Hoy, number 7. 7 vertical. 7 vertical. Hoy es la fiesta. Espacio. De mi primo. ¿Cuál es la respuesta? La respuesta es sorpresa. Sorpresa. Okay, so hoy es la fiesta sorpresa de mi primo. All right, we are going to get standby to come up to read. We're going to read the paragraph again. We were having a little bit of problems looking for translations. Maybe I spoiled you and by giving you translations, but we are not doing any more translations. It's time for us to do some homework, and the answers are in book 1. So now we're coming up to read. Let's go over the words in the box, so when you come up, you're not going to be nervous. Página 8. Página 8 otra vez. Vamos a leer el cuento. We are going to read the story. Un día en el zoológico. Vamos a leer. Let's read again, otra vez. Page 8, página 8. Now we're going back to 8 because you're getting ready to come up here and read by yourself. Ready? ¿Listos? When I say listos, that means are we ready? ¿Listos? Sí, somos listos. Now, palabras de la lectura. En la caja, look in the box. La caja. Zebra. Cola. Cuello. Chistoso. Feliz. Jirafa. León. Mono. Sorpresa. Zoológico. Now I'll read one time and then I'm calling on you to come up and read the paragraphs. Un día en el zoológico. Zoológico. La mamá de Listo Evaristo tiene una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. Listo Evaristo está feliz. Quiere ver a sus animales favoritos. En el zoológico, Listo Evaristo ve una jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo. Mucho pelo y una cola larga. Además, ve a una cebra. A Listo Evaristo le gustan mucho los monos. Los monos se suben a las ramas de los árboles. Los monos son muy chistosos. El zoológico es muy divertido. Jalen, are you ready? Jalen does not want me to help her, so I will not help her. But everybody else is coming up, every single one of you. We are 6 tonight, so we have, Pastor had to be somewhere. He says he'll come next week. So come on up, Jalen. We're reading the first paragraph, página 8. Jalen va a leer el primer párrafo en página 8. Un día en el zoológico. And we pronounce all the words. Don't be nervous. Just say the words you see and pronounce every letter.
Un día en el zoológico. La mamá de Listo Avaristo tiene una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. Listo Avaristo está feliz. Quiere ver a sus animales favoritos. Right? En el zoológico, Listo Avaristo ve un jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo y una cola larga. Además, hay una cebra. A Listo Avaristo le gustan mucho los monos. Los monos se suben a las ramas de los árboles. Los monos son muy chistosos. El zoológico es muy what's that word? Divertido.
Much better, much better, getting better. Muy bien, muy bien. Now, let's come on up, Mr. Hampton. No, we are going to be fair employment here. You are reading for the whole page, and it's not that much, but let's go slow, so sounding out every word.
Yes. Un día en el zoológico, la mamá de Listo Evaristo tienen una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. Listo Evaristo está feliz. Quiere ver a su animales favoritos en el zoológico. Listo Evaristo va una jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo y una cola larga. Además, ve a una cebra. A Listo Evaristo le gustan mucho los monos. Los monos se suben a las ramas de árboles. Los monos son muy chistos. El zoológico es muy divertido. Divertido.
You're getting better. Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Y cómo está? De maravilla, de maravilla. Mama, mother's coming up. Mr. Hampton, you want to help mother up? She's going to try to disappear on us, but we're not going to let her. Oh, yes, you have to. And no protesting. No protestamos mucho. We are not protesting. We are fine, and we go slow, and we pronounce every word. You got hot? Well, we are on. We are on. And I will help you. No need to be scared. Ready?
Un día en el zoológico, la mamá de Listo Verista tiene una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. See, I couldn't get it. Listo Risto esta feliz. Quiere ver su alemanes favoritos en el zoológico. Listo Veristo ven una jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo, uno cola largo. Además, ve una zebra. A listo. Did I say that? A listo veroristo. Le gustan mucho las monos. Las monos se suben a las ramas de las árboles. Las monos son muy cristosos. El zoológico es muy divertido. Divertido.
Muy bien. Give her an applause. Un aplausa. Un aplausa. No, you are not going to help her. You leave her alone. At least she has a good heart. She's trying. Sandra, you're up, Sandri. That was very well done for somebody who was scared to death to come up. We have the lights on because we're recording, and the lights do make you hot when you are under the light. We are listening. Let's see how the pronunciation goes. Go first.
Un día en el zoológico, la mamá de Listo Evaristo tiene una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. Listo Evaristo está feliz. ¿Qué? Quiere ver a sus animales favoritos. En el zoológico, Listo Evaristo. Ver una jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo y una cola larga. Además, ve a una cebra. A Listo Evaristo le gustan mucho los moños. Los moños suben a las ramas de los árboles. Los moños son muy cristosos. El zoológico es muy divertido.
Okay, give her an applause, an applausa. Okay, this is Mrs. Hampton. And it is hot under the light, but we are almost done, and then Jael, and then we're ready.
Un día en el zoológico. La mamá de Listo Evaristo tiene una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. Listo Evaristo está feliz. Quiere ver a sus animales favoritos. En el zoológico, Listo Evaristo ve una jirafa con un cuello muy largo. También ve un león con mucho pelo y uno cola largo. Además ve a una cebra. A Listo Evaristo le gustan mucho las monos. Las monos se suben a las ramas de los árboles. Los monos son muy cristosos. El zoológico es muy divertido. divertido.
Give her an applause. She's getting better, much better. You need to practice at home. Raise your hand if you did some homework. Raise your hand if you did some homework. Your turn, Jael. Ready? All right.
Un, un día en el zoológico, la mamá del estudio Everest tiene una sorpresa. Hoy van a visitar el zoológico. Listo. Everest está feliz. Quiere ver sus animales favoritos.
Give her a hand. Give her a hand. All right, guys. Thank you. You want to play with the tablet? She wants to play with the tablet. The tablet we showed you, it's Kids Delight. She went online and found a computer that will have the same name, and we do have a number on it. And what we want is to look on the attendance. You'll see the phone number on the back. But if you Google Kids Delight, and you have it in both languages, Spanish and English, you can also get a laptop with Spanish and English for your child to practice. So that is what we're doing. So she wants to do a couple of buttons, and she's showing you step 1. We turn it on. All right, now touch a picture.
You can press
In español, it says español. Now touch a picture. La guitarra. Touch anything else. El número. Rojo. These are the colors. So we have numbers, colors, the alphabet, and we have about 10 different pictures. When you touch it, you will get the word in Spanish, and then when you switch to English, it'll give you the same word. Now the laptops are bigger, and this is just a handheld tool that kids like. Go ahead. They'll say, toca un imagen. Touch an image. Toca un imagen. El pez. Okay. English. Wait. Red. It gives you the word in English and in Spanish. All you have to do is switch the mode for the control. The guitar. Yeah. She's fascinated with it. So we're just not going to take the whole time look at it. She would probably not put it down. But that's how the children are when they have a new toy that's actually teaching them. So this is book 1. We are on Lectura Uno. And now this one, I did not pass it out to everyone. Cómo ayudar a sus hijos con la tarea escolar. I'm going to give out the English version. And then how do you help your children with homework? Because it is a skill. If you have grandchildren, you have to help grandchildren with homework. And this goes page by page. How do you help grandchildren with homework? So turn with me in the book. I'm going to give you one, because some of you are not doing your homework. That's why I brought the book in. So I know that you have to go to page 12 in the book. It tells you in English, this is the English copy. I didn't bring in as many Spanish, but I'm going to go to page 12 in Spanish, and you will see the same thing is there for parents who want to help their children to succeed in their schoolwork. So page 12, we're on it. And now look at the top. You are reading it in English. I am reading it in Spanish. Ayudar a sus hijos con la tarea de lectura y de escritura. The exact thing that it says in English, I'm reading it in Spanish. La lectura y la escritura son la base de todo aprendizaje. Usted puede ayudar a su hijo a practicar estas habilidades todos los días. Now I'm going to have Sandra read the same thing I just read in English.
Helping your child with reading and writing homework. Reading and writing are the foundation for learning. You can help your child practice these skills every day.
So then they break it down into three things. Children from first grade to kindergarten, from kindergarten to third grade. See, in the early grades, in Spanish, en los primeros grados. In the early grades, you do different things with the different age groups. And then in the middle part, it says, en los grados primeros, de kindergarten a tercer grado. So you have the little bullets. Those are little black circles. They call them little bullets. They're telling you what to do with a child who is in kindergarten, and it tells you in English and it tells you in Spanish. So I'm going to read this side, just the kindergarten to third grade, right here in the early grades, and I'm going to read that, and then I'm leaving you with the book, so you go to the last column, which is going to be the middle school grades. How do we help our children to learn better? You have to use this part. So you're reading K to 3 in English quietly. I'll have Mr. Hampton read it, but I'm reading it in Spanish. You're reading it quietly in English. Ready? En los primeros grados de K a 3, los niños, and you're reading quietly, los niños a menudo tienen nuevas palabras que aprender y cierto tiempo para lectura libre o asignada. A continuación, algunas maneras en que usted puede ayudar a su hijo a desarrollar destrezas sólidas de lectura y escritura. Punto 1. Léale a su hijo o hija todos los días y haga que su hijo o hija le lea a usted. Second bullet. Escriben cartas juntos. Third bullet. Hagan listos de compras juntos. Listos de compras, your shopping list. Now, number 4, número 4. Haga que su hijo o hija lea una receta de cocina mientras que usted cocina. And the 5th bullet, under the kindergarten of early years, tomen libros en préstamo de la biblioteca. Now, I've been telling you guys to go to the library, borrow the books, just like a baby learning the language. That's what they're telling you to do with your child. You need to read to the child and have the child read to you. This is kindergarten through third. If you didn't do it, it's never too late. It's never too late. So you want to do it like that. Then you write together. You can let them do little things. Make the list, the shopping list. You are going to the market anyway. You know what you're going to buy. Have the kid write it. How are you going to have a child? Right now in 6th grade at my school, we have 6th graders. These are 11 and 12-year-olds, and they cannot read. Now, how are we going to move this next generation to fluency and to get a future if they can't read? So if we start when they're little, and it's not too late and not too early, if you didn't do it, get started now. So we have to read to them every day or have them read to you. If you're busy, just give them something. Hey, here's the mail. Read, tell me where it came from. Not a lot of reading. like kindergartens, they may just be able to put the letters upside down, but they're going to be saying it. There's some little kids in kindergarten, they cannot read yet, but they like reading. You tell them, read book, they're there. And then they'll take the book afterwards and just watch them. They'll go, turn the page, A, next page, A, next page, A. You think, oh, geez. But they're telling you that they were paying attention, they saw you turning the pages, and they want to read. But you are going to help them. So that's the first bullet. Second bullet, write together. Juntos means together. Write letters together, the basic letters. And you can go by the 99 and pick up those little wooden letters. And on each side of the letter, you'll see a C. Then you'll see on the other side a picture of a car. Then you'll see a cot, things that they know, or a crayon. So the child is writing. Third bullet, you are to make a shopping list together. You tell them, we are going to go to the market. You are writing. And even if they don't spell it right, they are trying. The child knows that you expect them to write. And then the fourth bullet says, and I'm in Spanish, haga que su hijo, repeat after me, haga que su hijo o hija lea una receta de cocina mientras que usted cocina. So they're asking you on the fourth bullet under teaching the early years for your children to read. You are to do a receta is a recipe. You and your child, the child is reading the recipe while you're cooking it or you're preparing it. And the last thing you have to do is take books from the library, borrow books. I've told you to go by and borrow them. They will give you literally 24 books every week if you have the time. But you don't have to borrow 24. Borrow 2, even 1. Yes. 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 And get their own stuff. Yes. Yes, and then you sit. Even my daughter, when I was working till 5 and she was out of school at 3, I showed her where the library was, told her she's allowed to walk over there. The library closes like at 8 or 9 p.m. Many children just stay in that library, read all or whatever they like, and by the time you pick them up, they're just ready to take their evening shower and have a meal, and they're out. Homework is done. They have to be there to do the homework. Look at the middle part, the middle grades, 4 to 6. I can't believe how many parents are not doing that. So now you have to read and write, and this is very important at this age. They have to have homework. Never accept that the child has no homework. They're lying. Now that we do a homework pass, now even if we don't give them homework, there are some schools of thought that's not teaching them to do homework. They think it's child abuse. I don't play that. But even if the child tells you there's no homework, what I do with all my parents when they come in, first time I met this child, 5-week report card, I give them all a packet of extra work. Your child does not know the timetables. No, su hijo no saben sus tablas. So I give them from 1 to 30. I says, the kid comes home and tells you no homework, pull this folder. This is theirs to keep, and you set them to work. The teacher takes the initiative, and I'm an old-fashioned teacher. Your child tells you one day, okay, one day, no homework, it's okay. How about the second and the third and the fourth day? How about when the child is sick at home so they don't forget? They're getting ready for vacation. 8 weeks, 12 weeks, no book. They don't go by the library. So this is the middle groups, 4 to 6 grade, and you have to go over vocabulary with them. You have to teach them the words. You front load the words. Front load means go over the words that they will find in the reading. Then they have to do the actual reading, and then they have to do comprehension. And in Spanish, it says redacción. So you are able to help your child develop good habits to read. How are we going to have a child who can't read? So you start at kinder. I started when they were in their crib, actually, hanging little letters, you know, those little toys that, yes, hang it over the crib. And you say it. You'd be surprised. Those kids come out of the womb while you're pregnant. If you have any influence over it, you read to your child. Read everything. Newspaper, read to that child while they're in the tummy. When they come out, hang that over their head. The kid is looking, thinking, mm-hmm. Then before you know it, they know it. Children know it. And if they have a delay in reading, you set them in for extra tutoring. There are many teachers who stay afterwards and help out. All right? So now the last part is yours. Secondary. En la escuela secundaria. Look at the bottom. In high schools, secondary schools. And that's for you guys who have not been doing my homework. I ask you to go to the library and check out Spanish books. Baby books, not the big ones, just baby books. And next week, I'm gonna donate a box of 2 boxes of flashcards, and I'm going to show you that it's not even hard. This book has 501 Spanish verbs. This one. So if you hear a verb and you don't know it, here it is: 501 Spanish verbs, and it's a dictionary in English and Spanish. Now, you can get your own copy, but I'm not asking you to buy any. Please go by the library and look at what they have. They have DVDs. They have CDs. Just borrow it. Borrow and then play it 1 time, play it 2 times. I have a pharmacist that I'm tutoring privately. I gave her 2 CDs out of a set of 8. She's had it now for 4 weeks. She has it memorized. But see, her business is going to double when she can walk into a presentation and do it in Spanish. So I'm teaching her how to read Spanish, and she is on top of her game. She's not playing. Now, there's a book, remember the other one I showed you, that teaches you Spanish in 20 weeks? And we have a copy. Some of you probably throw away the copy. It looks like this, Tools for Living. And it says that you can learn Spanish in 20 weeks. This one has a pronunciation, it has the sentences, and it has, your copies were in yellow. I asked you to get a little folder and put it. So we have this method, and she went online on her own and bought the book, the Cortina Method. The Cortina Method says speak Spanish, conversation in 20 weeks. Now, our program ends next week, but it's been 10 weeks. We're already reading. So can you imagine if you gave me the extra little time? You have to, and then if you have Spanish friends, tell them to talk to you. Please tell me what you said. ¿Cómo se dice? Are you just going and bug them? ¿Cómo se dice? And you point to something that you think they don't know. And they'll tell you. They'll tell you because they want you to learn the language. They're not trying to stop you. Do you see it? So you can pick this up on Amazon and get your own little system going. And just like you read the Bible, you're supposed to spend time with the book and with the words. ¿Estamos de acuerdo? See how fast the time goes. Next week, I will bring this in Spanish. This is the Spanish copy. You have the English. Why? The tips are the same. It's just the language, just the words. You know how to do it. And if you have to do some presentation at school with the parents, or they ask you, listen, how come your kid knows how much to read? You tell them, I've actually practiced with my child at home. It's your job. So next week, I'll give away flashcards as we wind it down. And the whole lecture series, there are several books. Again, go by the library. You'll be surprised. And you will be fine. These are books that I gave out. This is my last copy. And I had a guy who spoke to me and said he was having a bit of problems. This one is How to Eat Well. It tells you what kind of products, fruits and vegetables, grains, meat, and beans. And you have to remember, this one tells you exactly how to eat, how to exercise, and inside here it tells you what to do. This is all Spanish. I did not see the compatible English, but I know where to get it because here's the publisher at the back. Yeah. You just have to call the publisher and find out where they have it. So in everything that I give you, I try to give you both languages. The goal is this is not the end of you learning Spanish. You're just opening up your eyes. And Jaylin is back there looking at me. Yes, we are over time, but yes, you can do it. My mother, she's 87, lives in Jamaica, and I made her take the class. I said, you can do it, you can do it. And she did. She picked it up. She doesn't like, my mother's another character by herself. But she's 87 years old, and she's not given up on anything. She says she'll be around for 120. So that's her decision. I'm telling her, okay. But while you're doing that, she spends time with her Bible, and then I tell her, you want to get it in Spanish or you want to get it in English? She lives in Jamaica. She moved back home after 35 years here. So she's fine. She is a happy little camper. Does exactly what she pleases at 87. Wake up if she wants to and sit outside. I'm going, yeah, she's something else. You have to meet her, and she's not about to. So learning doesn't stop. The whole idea is it's lifelong. Once you get started, you keep at it. Just plug at it little by little. Plug at it. You'll be surprised how fast time goes by. Yes.
Your body don't never do right, but if you keep your mind refreshed and going and doing, it keeps the rest of you going. Yeah.
You do not give up. You heard the mother, never give up. You have word searches. We have crossword puzzles. We have books. And just sit there and do them. Do them.
One thing that I learned about kids, they love reading. And I always read to my kids before we went to bed. And then they always wanted a story before they went to bed when they're young. And I used to sneak under the cover with a flashlight to read when I was young because I love reading.
And now, watch and see if you ever had a chance to be the fly on the wall at their house.
Yeah.
The exact thing you did,
Yeah.
it repeats itself.
Yeah. Well, my mother loved books. She had a library.
Yes, and now there you go. You
Yeah.
pass it on to your kids.
Right.
And there they go. And it's gone forever.
Yeah.
It's going to always be. So when we learn a language, remember the Mango app, MANGO, the Mango app. You can download it for free right now at the libraries. The kids have these library cards that are digital. They know how to do it. They have a PIN number. And do you want to learn Korean? 안녕하세요. 착착하세요. You need to know it. You have to know what you're doing. Are you serious? You can learn Korean in 8 hours. You're not writing it or reading it. You're going to listen what you hear it and you say it just like a baby. You will understand when I point to this, that is what? Kimchi, kimchi. If I see you and you see me, 안녕하세요, you're listening for the response. 착착하세요. You just hear it and say it. Reading it and writing it's another day. Ni hao. I went to China in 2030. Ni hao. Everybody, ni hao. Ni and how together. That's the sound you hear. Ni hao. That's not the writing. We're not reading it yet. We're not talking about parts of speech. Just the same thing with Spanish. So we do it. We do it and we do it and we do it. Practicing, practicing, practicing. Yes? Yeah, you have the Mango app? Yeah. Go in, download the Mango app. I think it's free. And you can go into Spanish. You want to learn Russian? It's there. Mango app teaches all the languages. Mango app is the name of the app. Mango is a fruit, MANGO. But the app, when you download it on your cell phone and just turn it up, Spanish. You'll just flood yourself while you're in the shower. You're listening to Spanish. You're in the kitchen. You're listening to Spanish. You're in the dark. You're listening to Spanish. You're in the park. You're listening to Spanish. You're listening to Spanish in the morning. Listen to Spanish in the evening. Watch and see how fast. And the children just soak it up. Their little brains, they soak it up. Because they play with their little friends. Now, they'll be cussing out there, too, because kids are kids. But they know They know, and their friends will tell them, don't say this to your mommy. I'm serious. But adults tend to say, oh, wonder what I'm saying. Am I saying a bad word? Children don't ask that. They hear it, they say it. And that's it. Now we can have them, it's like a parrot, a bird. You know the story about the sailor's parrot and the pastor's parrot got mixed up. Oh, yeah. You've heard it. The sailor's parrot and the pastor's parrot were being shipped somewhere in the cargo hold. That's where they carry the animals. Guess what? They picked up they had the same color cage, same type of parrot. Pastor's parrot only speaks words from the Bible. Holy evocations. Yep, I hear Jalen back there. The sailor's parrot had a word, in Spanish, palabrotas. That's bad words, cuss words. Now the pastor didn't pay any mind. He thought it was his parrot until he cussed in church. The board had to have him move out of the church. He disrespected the church tenants. He can't be up in the church talking all of that. Then the pastor almost passed out. He said, geez. So that's when he figured out that the holy parrot was with the sailor and the nasty parrot was at church, cussing like a sailor. All right, guys. So it's time for us to end up at 7:44, and we are going to pray out. So, Mrs., you want to pray out? Okay, Jael wants to pray out. Okay, come on up. And it's time to go home, but you are going to go by the library and borrow at least 2 books, please. And let's do it. You ready? Let's stand. Mama, do you need some help? You're good? Here we are. We have a helping hand. 1, 2, 3, and you're up.
Dear God,